spore that is on the
Which
unit.
and it stacks up to like 9, is it?
Nice.
Yeah. Look at
which
that.
which is good for branding.
All right, well,
Oh,
my
wow.
God.
That's why he's the
This
best.
guy.
I love
This guy.
You know what's
This guy.
really good for branding is you always saying things are good for branding.
Yeah.
You picked up on that, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for branding.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is that a fact? Says Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fact?
All right, now we have a...
Will it be a fact?
It's a fact.
What do you think about Rhett not wearing the media tag, by the way?
Oh, he left media now. Is that what he's doing to us?
Europeans, you know, whatever.
They're fickle
They're
about
a
their
nomad
teams.
race of people, aren't they?
They, you know.
Don't trust Rhett Media.
Well, what Rhett's he's putting his name out there. He's like, all right, Starcraft Remasters up. Maybe Team Liquid wants to, you know, send me a little whisper.
I think it's interesting he added the Jaw, too, there for Ja Rule, who's like an old hip-hop artist that a lot of people did not like very much. Rhett Ja Rule. Rhett gonna give it to you. That was DMX, but still.
So,
But
guys,
still.
I want to say, I think we got to do something like this again. This is actually really fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
This is
so
something-
much fun.
But I think we need a name for something like this because we can't just have like the second StarCraft Remastered launch stream, but we could have something we could call it
Can
like we could call it, you know, like the Old Boys Club. Like what do you guys think about that? You know,
I like that.
we
a
all
lot.
wear cloaks and have scepters, and
Oh my
before
gosh.
We
the
can
game
determine
start,
who and who doesn't get a job.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, exactly. We control
that's
everything.
perfect.
And then what we do is before the game start, we drink the blood of an aspiring Han Pro gamer to just get things started.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like
What do you guys
this.
think?
That's very aspiring.
Yeah, sounds good.
Anyways,
Oh my gosh.
the map is Outsider. Can you introduce players? Faceless.
Someone at home is like, I knew it! I knew it all along!
I know a few people at home saying that right now.
I really want to meet someone that talks that way.
I knew it! Actually, you know what I got?
Whoa.
That thing that I just did, I knew it. I was at a StarCraft tournament in, this was in L.A. in Koreatown. You remember Mom had to bring us there, Sean?
Yeah.
And I'm like at that age where I'm like really embarrassed that people are going to know I have a mom because I'm so young. I'm like 14 or 15 or something. I'm like, oh my God, my mom's here. I'm so embarrassed. But then there was this kid that was playing, and he was talking. He wasn't very good. And he was like, you know, he was older than me. We were like two of the youngest guys there.
You can say it. It's Artosis.
But there was this guy, and he kept muttering to himself. And the moment that he was a Terran player and the carriers came out, and he went, I knew it! Which is so funny because
That was Artosis.
it was just so funny to me because everybody has an oh shit moment when the carriers come out in the TVP where you're like, oh my God, I wasn't factoring that in. But his anger, I knew it. And then he's got, I knew it. I should have known it all along.
I remember
Oh
at
my God.
at that exact same tournament, there was there's a story of Slayer's Boxer, who's I think fair to say is the most famous StarCraft player of all time, other than maybe Flash or Jadong or Bisu.
Or Artosis.
Or not,
or Tosis or Tasis
Day
or in
nine.
Control.
Day 9.
Yeah.
Or Nick Tasis.
Yeah, where's his song, man?
Yeah, no, he has a good song. There was fur in there. So like this guy heard that Boxer had removed some of the keys from his keyboard that he didn't need to use. And this guy was like, I'm going to be like Boxer, and I'm going to remove my keys from my keyboard. But he removed like way too many keys, and there would be like,
Oh, God, it's so funny. I know this.
He brought up pencils, so that way when he needed to type, he would like thong and like stick it in the little gel slot where he could hit the keys.
It had gone too far. I mean, you break off like 4 keys on your keyboard. You break off like the Windows key and maybe the key that's adjacent to 0. This kid, like, just when he's like, the more keys I remove, the better I become. I'm like, well, not really. I mean, eventually you just have a piece of shit unusable keyboard at that point in time.
You make me feel bad because in those old keyboards where you actually have to have the pencil, I had a pencil next to my keyboard so I could type.
Yeah,
I'd have to type commas with the pencil.
It's just like it looks like you're cleaning
You're
out
the
like
devil
a
of abbreviation, man.
I had the. I'm gonna blow your guys' mind. You know, with Protoss, you break off the key to the right of the 0, whatever. That's the dash key, right?
Dash key.
People always, they'll see me. My keyboard when I was in college, like, well, how do you write the dash? And I'm like, there's actually another dash key at the very far top right of your keyboard.
Top left, you mean?
Top right.
by the numpad.
By the numpad, there's a dash.
The
there.
numpad. So
yeah, mine exploded.
That's crazy.
Mine
but
exploded.
can you do an underscore with that one?
No, but you don't need to do underscores. If not, if you're like typing stuff up.
You do if you got a
Not
Hotmail
if I have a
account.
clan tag with an underscore. I'm like, okay, Artosis for other stuff. God.
I always do say that too, don't I?
It's like, what about when I'm programming in C++? I'm like, just normal stuff, man. Normal stuff.
Dude,
God
every
damn it.
every time there's an impression of Artosis, the character morphs and changes. It's like an old Jewish lady or something like that. Well, I have to type sometimes in my keyboard. And then Dan talks like, yeah, I do sound like that.
So Rhett's doing this style that actually I'm not a fan of, not because it's bad, but because it's very easy to lose with. Where you go
My
for
style.
yeah, you go for a really fast lurker tech, and you basically don't really have that many drones. You don't have a lot of larvae. Normally, you go 3 hatch in your main base, and you build your 4th hatch as a 3rd. But with this one, you just are playing ultra defensive, and what I'll expect is that Rhett is going to be getting lurkers ultra fast at his top left and just rush for hive.
I didn't know that. Wait, go back to the medic. The medic's the first lieutenant? Click on that.
What is her rank?
Yes, first.
Yeah, don't they rank up when they get more kills?
Yeah, but medics can't get kills. So what about that?
Oh my god.
That's why they start
Sexist
higher
army.
up. What's the Marines at? What's a Marine?
A Marine's private.
Private, right?
Yeah.
But
Is
first
that the
lieutenant
lowest
is-
rank in the military normally?
I believe so.
Private?
Yeah.
I think so.
I believe it's Navy, actually.
What?
It's a military joke.
Oh, I got it. All right,
It's a military joke.
The
So everyone got
ocean
it.
is the bottom, and then the air is the middle, and then the land is actually on the top.
Nick's
right.
like, plots haven't worked a job in over 100 years. Ever since Grandpappy discovered the railroad station, we brought over the Chinese. We haven't had to worry about such things.
Oh, look at this on the ramp. If we look at the expo, when they were eggs, you can actually block off a ramp with the eggs, and the Marines basically can't kill it.
Yeah, so I mean, the traditional opening for Zerg is you go for Mutalisks in order to delay and damage, and then that will buy you time to get this 3rd base with lurkers up. But Terrans have gotten just so good at defending against Mutalisks that Rhett's just like, man, screw this. I'm not going to do this micro nonsense. I'm just going to go straight for lurkers.
Is that 2-on-1? Is that a
Yeah,
stack?
they're stacked.
Sack.
He's like, I can take that. It's just one lurker.
It's-
Guess again!
oh, good.
It actually
Check
might still
there.
just be one, though.
Yeah.
No, it was 2. They saw just a little bit of the split
Yeah.
spikes.
Okay.
So Hive should be started right
Yeah,
now.
I totally
if
saw that
he's-
too.
Yep. Insta-snap Hive. Now, you do have to get Scourge here at some point, because there's really no other way to deal with dropships as Zerg. You're not building any anti-air.
It's true.
And if I'm Nyoken,
You go to Starport?
I use your body to get to the top?
I personally would begin teching towards the science vessel, but rather than go up to 5 or 6 barracks and try to really pressure,
get a
I would just
dropship
I
here?
would go straight for factory.
I don't know this matchup that well. Are you supposed to get a dropship before the science vessel or after?
Sometimes Korean Terrans will go to Starport here and go the double drop because it's like your opponent is skimping so hard to try to get up to the defilers.
Love
but
this from Nyoken, by
Yeah,
the way.
I think this is right, because normally Zerg has some mobile pressure, Terran has some mobile pressure, and they're pushing against each other, and everyone kind of has to be careful with extra bases. But Rhett's going heavy defensive play, and versus heavy defensive play, you just say, all right, well, if you're going defensive, there's no way you can attack all these extra expansions. I'm going to want to get way later, so I'll just get them now.
What's he have in the bottom right there of that bottom left base?
Bottom right or bottom left base, please?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, Marines.
On the mini-map, it almost looked like
Yeah,
a barracks.
Yeah,
if
I
you
could
do the
see it.
top left of the centermost upward force to see the bottom right,
It's Shin, too, so he's like, I kind of know what you're talking about. If it's Bryce, he'd be like, what?
Oh, man.
I can't believe we didn't tell stories about Bryce, by the way. Bryce, in our practice group,
Machine is, by the way, who's Blue
Yes,
Bryces. Yeah.
yes. He put this
Machine.
tournament together in a lot
one
of
of
ways.
the did an amazing job, but one of my favorite parts about our practice groups is the group of Terrans knew that when you played Bryce, it's about minute 9:32, something like that. You just randomly build about 8 bunkers because you can hear like the stomping of the feet from his army just outside your base, and here they come. 20 bunkers or not. It was great. You'd be like, Bryce, come on.
So this is the bio to mech transition that we talked about that's very difficult to execute and very technical. You have to have about 2 to 3 minutes as Terran of just, like, no pressure time. So you'll notice that Nyoken has a Marine group outside the front of one base, a Marine group outside the front of the other. He just wants space. He wants Zerg to just kind of be off him.
Guys.
And then he's just going to build a whole bunch of vultures, and with that space, he'll plant mines. And then with the mines, he can buy even more time to finally get strong units.
I
out.
have to say something right now.
Yes.
What?
Please,
Nick.
do.
Guys, this
Faceless
actually looks like a
plot.
legit modern. really high-level Brood War game that we're seeing here. We finally did it.
Wow, dude.
We finally did. Draco's looking at me
Yeah,
with fire
Way
in
to
his
diss
eyes
the
right
other
now.
6 people. Yeah.
Actually, let me give some props to Jeff. Were you not the only human to take a game off of either of these guys in the tournament?
Oh, well, Nyoken, yeah.
Yeah. They're both undefeated except for
right.
one win that you took.
What if Brett discovers the drop upgrade too? What do you think? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, this thing
Have
happened.
you guys done
Look
this yet?
how-
Look how detailed everything is when you
And
enhance,
now the
by way.
mutas fly in. Oh no!
Have you seen that, though?
doing? You're so stupid! You
Like the actual accurate and Artosis impression is like.
I'm a Zerg
He's
unit.
so eloquent in Korea though, but when he travels, man, he sounds like a goon.
I'm trying to fit in.
Show the hands.
Ling hands.
Ling hands.
Tickle, 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 tickle.
You're tagger it. You tagger it. That
Tagger
video-
it, tagger it,
I
tagger
was
it.
dying. Tagger it. Tagger it. That's what it looks like.
Ling's like, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Yeah. I mean, so
I love how they have 4 fingers. They like don't have a thumb, so like that's why they'd never use tools and evolve beyond Zerglings.
So in this position, Rhett doesn't really have any way to be aggressive. He can be super defensive with Defilers, but
Show us the depots again, by the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of good.
Is
a lot of
anyone
green.
else absolutely triggered
yeah,
by that one depot? They're all
it's
in
off
such
center?
a line. Yeah, look at the one he's
Yeah.
doing right there. It's the turd.
You know-
I mean, that one started, but the one next to it's like the additional.
Well, he's got to do it now.
It's a
Look
life
at that ugly.
lesson.
The feng shui of this space is
front of-
ruined.
front of
It's
the
completely
front of
off.
Zerg,
This
yeah.
is this. Oh my god. Okay, whatever with that. But that depot thing, like, Nyoken's building placement throughout this has been really good. Like, and that's how
Falls
he keeps
apart
his
now.
macro kind of together. Oh yeah, the pressure is really showing. But like, I get the 4 depots next to each other, and then I start getting the crooked depots, and that's what goes wrong, man. Then I can't macro. It's
I'm
too
all
hard.
off kilter.
Yeah.
I mean, Rhett's actually getting a 5th base up here at the top, and
Yeah.
what's going to happen is Zerg is not really going to be doing pressure through the middle of the map. If it's ultra modern, he's going to be doing a lot of counterattacky, sneaky stuff, a lot of drops, a lot of harassment.
It's actually super important if you can get this base in the top center, just to deny 1 extra gas.
Yeah, but this is why Rhett puts those lurkers around it. Lurkers are like really good at this phase when they're just on vultures running around. It's like super annoying. I was talking to Nyoken specifically about this, how like you can't hit a base if they just randomly put a few lurkers there early.
Yeah,
It
those
seems to
bases
be
you
hitting
can
it.
turtle, and in any race you can pretty much hold off anything up there.
Yeah, this is what really good Zerg players, you'll see them do that sort of middle-ish Zerg players won't do, is they'll just do these small counterattack forces that's like a Defiler and just a handful of lurkers.
Oh,
Wow, they cast that spell really well.
yeah.
Nick got super excited about it.
I did.
He did!
Whoa! Gave myself a hernia there. That was
worked!
Nick Hernia plot.
Oh, if he can actually get in here and deny this base, that's going to help out a lot.
Wow.
This phase of the game, oh no.
I can't
He
even
just doesn't
believe
have
it.
anything.
Yeah.
Their space is completely
Oh my
naked.
God.
Attack at the top, attack at the top, attack at the top.
Nyoken's gonna be so unhappy.
Meanwhile, a single Marine micros the hatchery.
Yeah, but I mean, he might actually get this 5th base.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, but if Terran needs
That
to
puts
have
him
the
on 2
bottom
base.
left, the mech style is way more effective if you have the bottom left because it kind of comes this weird, long, ass drawn out game.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, this
He didn't get his minds up quite quickly enough. That's too bad.
Noni, did you know about this? Did you know this is what TVZ looks like now? Yeah, Noni's looking here like,
Yeah.
this is what everybody has when they come back. They're like, what? What are they doing? This can't possibly be right.
It's like, what about mutas? Mutas work. No, the
No, they
upgrades
don't.
on the mech, man. You get wrecked.
Look at Goliath, dude.
Vulture tank was good in TVP, and Terrans were like, "Oh, what if I just did it in all the matchups?
I know.
why did we make anything else?"
Yeah, Nyoken just he did not mine up the sides enough. So right now this is a last ditch attempt for Nyoken to get some stability. But
Yeah.
look at Red; he has 2,000 gas, which is 10 ultralists to all Zergs with bad macro.
That is some Artosis savings going on over there.
Yeah.
Look at. So this is going to be, this is going to be really tricky for Nyoken since the top of the map, even though there's a lot of pressure from Nyoken, Rhett's mining from all these bases. It's going to be very, very difficult to reacquire the bottom left as a Terran.
You can't play this as 2 base. It's so difficult. Actually, this is something I forget who I was talking about with this, but the mech transition, like the most important thing in the whole world is laying every spider mine that you possibly can. Because, like for instance, that little counterattack, If he had Spider-Mans in that vicinity, he would have not only seen it coming, but picked some of it off. And then suddenly he keeps the bottom left. And then suddenly we have a big macro game. But here he is, like, dead.
Yeah.
You kind of sounded like you said Spider-Man
He did.
instead of Spider-Mines.
I was building the joke in my head, yeah.
I was then eventually imagining little Spider-Mans running around on the map,
He's
web
like, you
grabbing
need
links and
precise
stuff.
Spider-Mans. And I was like, how many Spider-Mans?
How many
do you think?
Spider-Mans do you need, Artosis?
A lot of
What if he
Spider-Mans.
starts going for Hobgoblins? Then what do you do, man?
Well, you keep going Spider-Man, he always wins in the end.
That's true, yeah.
I want to make out with Mary Jane under the bleachers.
Upside down.
This is gonna be this is gonna be bad for Terran. With
Yeah,
drops
I mean-
coming in here. Whoa! Look out!
Offensive minds on Ultras.
I think it's really stupid the Overlord flies normally
Oh.
with 2 Ultras inside of it,
Yeah.
by the way. I'm just going to put that out there.
Well, the Ultras are really good at contorting when they get inside there.
Wow.
Yeah,
They turn into
They
data like
flatten?
the War Prism.
they flatten just like little bookmarks in my lungs or whatever. Whatever the hell Day9 said yesterday.
Little flat
It's
bookmarks.
still so incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a Valkyrie.
Look at that.
Oh my god, and he is not
Artosis,
prepared.
tell us about it.
I mean, it's actually good now. People actually use them.
No, they don't.
Did
Yeah,
you
they
know
do.
about that too?
I swear to
Nyoken?
God, they use 'em.
Or Noni?
You just call them Nyoken?
I did. I
Wow.
got too excited.
They both have
Nyoken.
N's in their name, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
But no, it's used against Zerg now.
Wow.
you know, I just want to take a moment to say.
Not always, but
Oh, there's the GG. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that moment right there is exactly.